Hey everybody, it's Alexia from amysticspath, back to bring you guys some more clarity. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching to the video for the full moon in Scorpio / Pluto going retrograde. Now, before I get started, I want to say that if you are new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any more videos like this or messages from spirit, pick a card, readings, weekly, monthly guidance, anything of that sort. Now, I really wanted to do this video and I wanted to get it out there within enough time for people to really watch it and sit with it before the full moon in Scorpio, which is taking place on the 26th, and it is currently the 23rd of April. Now, Pluto is going retrograde right around the same time, and I found that this was very significant because of the fact that Pluto rules the sign of Scorpio. So not only are we having a full moon in the sign of Scorpio, right around the same time the ruler of Scorpio is going retrograde, and we're already starting to feel these energies, of course. Now, first we have a pile over here of how it is that we're going to feel these energies here on Earth collectively, and this pile over here is how we need to work with this energy for the best benefit of our lives. So of course we're going to start with this pile over here. How this energy is going to affect us and how it is that we're going to feel this energy here down on Earth. And the first card is we have Seeing Beyond, Time Machine, Unmarked Trail, In the Hand, Crown Games, Right Use of Power, the Prince of Swords, the Empress, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Now, necessarily, I don't really see this this whole thing and this energy, this peak energy of when the Scorpio full moon is happening as energy of being a bad thing. We have Awakening Genius, Netcaster, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Swords. So I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing, which I know a lot of us were kind of nervous with Pluto going retrograde right at the same time as the full moon in Scorpio. But I really feel like this is, of course, setting us up for the future, which is what Pluto is always trying to do. Now, I feel like there is great magic to be had here as well. We have the energies of, I almost feel like being able to see into a different time frame. And this is going to look different for a lot of us depending on what work it is that you need to do. Because there's going to be the energy of course, some things coming up from the past. And I feel like these might be even within family, home matters, energy of, like wounded child energy and things that need to kind of be discovered and fixed that still cause some sort of wound and some sort of sadness. These things will be exposed. But not only that, and of course it depends on, what it is that you have to work through and what work that you have already done, because Pluto is always going to come in and highlight the work that needs to be done and what needs to be kind of refixed, refaceted. All right, when we're looking at the energy of this planet and we're looking at the energy of Scorpio itself, which holds so much magic, so much potential, and so much unknownness. All right, so we have the energy of almost like this revelation, right? This revelation of this path and what it is that we need to do. And it may not necessarily, for some of us, I feel like this path is going to be, for some of us, going forward, and for some of us, this path is going to be what needs to be done to go forward. All right, the universe is on your side. I don't feel like that this energy is really necessarily, like I said, a bad thing. I feel like it may be emotionally tense, but I feel like the universe is trying to, one, really guide you and really make sure that you're making the right decisions for your future and for yourself and for the healing of yourself. Scorpio wants not only to heal, even though it might not be very vulnerable. It wants to heal, and it also wants to be in a very, like, a place of power, a place of success. All right, we have the energy of the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, which is working towards and as well of nurturing themselves. And I feel like the mental state, and we're really taking a really big look on what needs to be nurtured. Again, what needs to be looked at. That's what the universe wants us to do. We have the energy of the Seven of Swords, which is the energy of being ready to almost defend yourself. So I feel like this energy can be kind of spicy. There might be, and this is, what it is that's, coming in. We might have obstacles that we're dealing with and that we are trying to kind of fight off, so it can kind of come in as aggression. And there's also this energy of kind of being prepared to fight off whatever comes in. So watch that aggression, watch how it is that you're interacting with people and how you're coming off with people, because when things come up, we want to make sure that we're not moving from preconceived notions or anything like that. All right. And for people that have been doing the work and there's not a lot to like fix and adjust, I see that you are kind of ready to fight in like almost fight and really kind of like charge the castle as far as moving forward towards what it is that you want to come in, or that is trying to come in. And this is kind of how, the energy is, how it is that we're going to feel it. So we're going to feel like there's things that we need to do. There's things that we need to shift. There may even be a shift in the vision. I also feel like there may even be some things that are coming in when we have the energy of Netcaster, that we're preparing for our manifestations to come to fruition. So one, not only do I feel like it is important to make some very important intentions of what needs to shift and where it is that you need to go and where it is that you want to take charge and take lead and start working and developing towards taking charge and taking lead within that. Not only that there's going to be things that you've been almost working on, that there's going to be this burst of magic that kind of comes in, that opens up, that some of your things that you've been working on to manifest are kind of coming into fruition at this time as well. All right. And this may be even things that you have been working on in the past. So keep your eyes open for different types of opportunities as far as what is trying to come into your life, as well as what it is that you need to fix and tweak so things can come in for you. Now, over here we have the energy of how it is that we need to work with this energy. And we have the Power of Purpose, Broken Open, Lost Compass, Stars in the Sky, the Chariot, the Nine of Cups, the Hermit, the World, and the Three of Coins. And within this one, I want to talk about this card here of being broken open. But first, before that, I want to go through the shadow cards for this pile. And we have a Grand Symphony, Metox, the High Priestess, and the Star card. So within how it is that we need to work with this energy, I feel like one, we need to be mindful and really listen to ourselves, listen to our intuition and what it is that's saying. And it's not as far as a place of going forward necessarily. It's how it is that we feel, all right? Because there's this energy that is kind of tense and aggressive and that can be very emotional that I was talking about, all right? So we want to listen to how it is that we are feeling before we're interacting with others, for one. And two, we need to be making sure that we are, and this is the card of Metox, and this is speaking of that we're doing like healthy detoxes, healthy cleanses, taking ritual baths, taking relaxation soaks, whatever it is that you do, that it is that you're giving this energy of self-nurturing and really kind of trying to be at peace. All right. and pouring into yourself. When I see this star card, I don't feel like it's the energy of faith, but it's really pouring into yourself. And I also feel with Grand Symphony, it's not just the energy. I didn't really feel like the energy of necessarily like things coming together looking at this card. I feel the energy of making sure that you are grounded and that you are in a place of peace. I feel like there's this energy of meditation and trying to move through life almost flowingly. I don't want to say slowly because it's not the energy of slowly, but it's the energy of flowingly, and the energy within like joy and music and song, and trying to move from a place of peace. So it's almost trying to center and balance out and neutralize some of that sad or emotional energy, as well as some of that fiery energy that comes through. Because when we're looking at the energy of Scorpio, we can really look at the energy of domination and aggression. Now, for some of us, that may be kind of balanced out because Pluto is going retrograde, but that may not, be the case again for everyone. We have the energy of broken open, and it's like the energy of knowing that you're here for a powerful purpose, but you have to be able to let the universe show you what needs to be mended. All right. And sometimes it takes the universe to break you open if you are not listening. So make sure that you're listening to what it is, like at the first sign, right, of what it is that, the universe is trying to show you, of what needs to be mended or where it is that needs to be shed. All right. What needs to be shed. Okay, because sometimes when we're holding on to pieces that are dead and that are not for us, that are toxic, that are blocking our work ethic and our workforce and what it is that we put into ourselves and our projects and what it is that we do, sometimes when we're holding on to dead weight, that can come in and cause a cloud of illusion or cause frustration or cause ill motivation and cause us to be lost within our path. And this energy is really getting back into that. When we're really looking at broken open, we're really connecting to the divine and what that purpose is and what that is past limitations, and that we are continuously working on ourselves and working to heal and fix what needs to be and I don't want to say fixed like it's the energy of, necessarily something being broken, but to work at and tweak. When we're looking at the energy of Scorpio and the energy of Pluto, this is a lot of energy of manipulating things into what it is that you want them to be. When I look at this World card, I see the energy of a new birth coming through. All right, birthing a new you into the stars, galaxy, world. All right. And the divine is watching this. They're watching this. It's almost like going through this, this dark canal and being birthed and pushed out, like literal birth into a new way of things, new opportunities, and a new life. We have the energy of the Chariot, and speaking of moving forward, and that we're moving forward, but it may take us like a step to really look. And Pluto is going to show us, and so is the full moon in Scorpio, to show us to really look at what's being highlighted, that we need to kind of maybe we may need to take a step back and see where it is that we need to retweak some things and move forward from there for this happiness, right? For this, but it's not just happiness, it's like living within this energy of happiness and fulfillment, all right? And kind of just moving within, I feel like moving within your purpose, all right? We have the Hermit card and the World here. So that birth into almost like this new world, or birthing a new you into this world, comes into a place of solidarity. This happens, this new birth, these realizations that are happening, these epiphanies, this knowledge that is coming through about your purpose, about what work you need to do to get to, and I'm sorry about there's sirens kind of coming through, so I'm sorry if that is a distraction, but to getting back to what it is that you need to do within, that you have almost, that from the stars, from this energy from the stars, that when you were more star energy before you came into this human body, of what it was that you knew that you need to be doing, we're really aligning within that. But there's this great healing that is to be done, and this is looking different And it's almost like this great healing to move forward. So it may not be, and I don't feel like, and I don't have the Tower card here, so I don't feel like there's heavy breakdowns or anything like that. I feel like the universe is going to try to show you some more subtly, some may not be as subtle, of what needs to be tweaked, of what needs to be fixed, of what needs to be worked at to be able to move forward, to birth this new you, to pour into you, to be focusing on you. This whole energy period, this like catalyst point of the full moon being in Scorpio and Pluto going retrograde at the same time is like, take a step back, take a breather. What is it that needs to truly be fixed to move forward towards our purpose? All right, and we may be frustrated that some things may be frustrating and that some may be for more than others. But knowing that that Pluto wants to work on these energies for you for the best benefit of your life. And Pluto has been hitting us with some very hard retrogrades these past couple years. And I feel like this one may be lesser of the impact because Pluto's already been really roughly breaking down. Unless you have not been doing the work, and I want to make that clear. All right. Really, and then this card right here, Ancestral Wisdom, is kind of poking out to me, you guys. Really focus on, your connection, and I feel like also giving to your ancestors. When we're looking at the energy of Scorpio and full moons especially, and I feel like new moons too, and as well as being in the season of Scorpio, we see that veil thinning. So there's the energy of having some messages come from the spiritual realm, which even makes more sense now, like that it's coming through, and I have goosebumps. So that not only that, but Scorpio itself rules sex, death, and regeneration. So the fact that messages coming through from the death of loved ones and ancestors may be very potent and very high. I also want to say that it's coming through that there's this energy of the emotions of past loved ones, and that may be part of this energy that I was feeling over here with this Six of Swords of uncomfortable energies from the past, and with, rooted around family and even childhood. But it can also be, like these past for family members from the past, right? That these energies may be coming up and you may be feeling more connected or missing certain individuals heightened at this time because of the energy of Pluto, which is heightened by the energy of the full moon in Scorpio. All right. Now, I hope that this message has been helpful for everyone, that everyone gets the information that they need, and that everybody has a great day. If you feel like you need a reading specifically for yourself, please do not hesitate to contact me.